Not a single person has joined in.
It's 10 to 1 though.
Yeah, I
It
know.
normally can be quite slow at the beginning.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, testing.
Don't forget to send the link to Evony just in case they can change it.
Yeah, I've sent the new link to Evony. If anyone is joining in late, unfortunately the last stream messed up, so I've had to create a new one that has no thumbnail or anything attached to it, so there are probably not going to be many in this particular live stream, but we will go with it. We will see what happens. We are a few minutes away from the battle starting. The one thing that is for sure is that I will be able to live stream it, and it will go onto my channel after, and hopefully there will be a few people that get to see it at some point. Okay, I'm just going to try and do a few things in the background while I'm sorting this, so I'm just going to go back to the original thumbnail while I do this, and I'll be back in a few minutes. booted me out again. I don't actually know what's going on. What are you actually doing? Okay, I'm just going to go in and out of this to see if we are in the server that we should be streaming. So just bear with me while I do that. Okay, so this is the spectator SLD who I'm checking in on again. Just going to go to the score detail. I'm sure there will be nothing, guys. Just wanted to show you who they're up against. END, Embrace New Dawn, Master Chefs, server 1789, and NME 1835. Let's go and have a look at them on the battlefield map. We will go over to this corner first. And they should be all porting in soon, I would imagine. Let's have a look. So this is SLD. This is the alliance that I will be streaming today. Again, strong players, 42s, 41s. There's a lot of 40s in this particular alliance. Let's go back to the battlefield map and see what else we've got. Over in the opposite corner, we have END. A few 37s, 38s. I'm expecting bigger people. There we go. We've got a 43 in Super B 18. And let's go to the other side. I will have a look at these last seconds before we actually start the stream or start the Battle of Chalons. And this is MFS. And they've got a level 44 in there, 2 level 44s. So these are going to be quite strong. Again, obviously, we're still waiting for everyone to join. Let's go on to the final corner over here. And this is NME that we had a look at before. 44s in there. Quite a few 44s as well from NME in there as well. Let's just double check something. Okay, we're 3 minutes away from the event starting. Okay, if you're just joining, we are literally 1.5 minutes away from the battle starting. So let's go and have a look at all the different corners of the map. So over here is SLD. This is the ones that I will be following. And if we jump over to here, we can see there's quite a few 44s in there. Young Dad, I think he was the rally setter, if I remember rightly. Hopefully we will get a few battle reports as well from today. I'm hoping, keeping my fingers crossed. Let's go over to the other corner. And in this corner we have END. Now, I will say these, although they have got a 45, actually they've got a couple of 45s. Although they do have quite a few 30s as well, which may cause an issue against some of these. But I could be completely wrong. I've been wrong before, so let's anticipate I'm going to be wrong again. MFS, they look really strong. They've got quite a few 40s. They've got a 44 in there. Although, again, in the low 40s for these. And then the last one was NME down here in the bottom corner. And NME, again, got quite a few 44s. And if I was a betting man, especially as they've got a 46 in there as well, I would be betting that this would be the challengers to SLD today. Okay, the battle is starting. 8 seconds to go. And let's jump straight into it. This is Battle of Chalons, live semi-finals. Let's see who progresses to the final tomorrow. Okay, so what I'm going to do is jump into the map and just see where all of these are going. In terms of SLD, looks like we're going over here. It looks, I'm just going to make sure there's a few others that are also going over there as well. Yes, they are. They're all there. Looking all very pretty with their castles and everything as well, which is expected. We shall see what some of these early battles are. They're already sharing stuff in the chats in terms of who they may go after. So we will wait for the rallies to start. They're probably going to go after this 40 first, actually. NME. Let's have a look at the detail on there. 2.5 billion. It would definitely be an option to go after first time round, especially occupying a portal. I'm assuming they might need to move quite quickly. We've got one going on. It's a level 40 and it's against Dr. Yor from MFS. And if we quickly click on details, 6.2 billion. Gain a few reinforcements. Oh, and then we also had what looked like a solo attack. 6.2 billion hasn't changed yet. But what we can see is reinforcements going in, 935. So that was a good start straight away for SLD. Score details. Let's have a look at the early scores. And you can see actually that 25,000 score has helped them straight away. And I think it was John who's also going to get a few scores. No, it's Dr. Yours, wasn't it? Dr. Yours. So how many points did Dr. Yours get? Let's have a look. I don't even think he was able to give a few points in return. It was obviously there 340. That's a pretty significant drop if you ask me personally. Okay, we've got a couple of people being zeroed already from MFS. It looks like they are the targets. They are the people that are being burnt. Let's go to this level 42. That alliance war has already expired. I'm going to continue watching on here. Just want to have a look at something. Okay, just making sure that I was streaming in the right place. Okay, so shared coordinates. We've got Troy 37. I'd imagine that would be a potential solo attack, to be perfectly honest. Although he is trying to jump very quickly. We've got a scout report going in. Early scores. Let's see. It started an alliance battle against Aldrig. Let's go and find Aldrig on the map. We can see, I'm not even getting there in time. He was 7.6 billion. And in terms of the drop from that, 6.6 billion. So it didn't do too bad. 1 billion drop. The reinforcements are also going in there. But again, MFS are definitely the ones that are getting attacked here. Hey Sam, welcome to the stream. Incidentally, just let me know in the comments how easy it was to find this stream. I did actually have another stream link that unfortunately failed that I shared everywhere. So I'm not quite sure 100% on how easy people are going to find me today. Aldrig is burning. He's gone. He didn't survive very long at all. 561 million. Let's have a look at who else is on this 38. Bill's Barbecue. Let's go and have a look at this guy. They're all jumping around 3.2 billion. It's crazy. Because I'm looking at these 3.2 billions going, you know, you're in trouble. And I'm not even 3.2 billion on my main account. So it just shows you how much work I've got to do on my main. 38, 3.2 billion. It actually looked like someone else was coming after him. I'm going to go after this legend. 1 billion he dropped down to. Let's go to legend. Also, let me know in the comments if the sound is okay, because sometimes I get choppy sound. I can't really hear what's going on at the moment as we're in the battle. So do let me know if there are any sound issues. Bill's Barbecue, Detail, that's the one we was already on. They're sharing medical tents. Legend was where I wanted to go, but the war has already gone. Let's have a look at the latest scores now that we are in and underway. So, actually, End, MFS, Enemy, all on decent, close, high scores. Shield, the one that I am obviously spectator for, are ahead on 78,000. I am expecting Enemy to be the competitor for SLD today. I can be wrong, of course, but that is who I'm expecting. Grievous from NME is on 18,000. He might have been there 46 if I'm not mistaken. We've got a couple from End, and then, of course, the SLDs are starting to pop in there as well. We've got one against going. Is this one going? No. Oh, little crash there, I think. Not quite sure why it's not clicking on that. Let's continue back. Let's go back to where I am in the middle and see if that fixes things. Young Dad started a new alliance. Oh, there we go. It felt a bit buggy, that did. It really did. Let me know in the comments who's watching. Let me know what kind of castle level you are. And also do let me know if you are supporting anyone in today's battle. Let's have a look at this Salon battle that's going on. And Salon is getting some reinforcements very, very quickly, but they are not quick enough, are they? 3.5 billion. What has that done? 3.6 billion. Looks like he might be healing pretty quickly, so I'm assuming there was some damage there, and then that's been brought back straight away through healing. 4.2 billion is the situation there. We've got Laura. The battles are going really quick today. You've got to be super quick in getting into these. They're actually going after NME now, which is, of course, 15.2 billion. They're going after some of the big ones now. I'm assuming there's going to be lots of reinforcements. 15.2 billion, I would imagine, is not going to be easy to get a drop on that. So we will continue to watch and see what goes on here. You can also see Starry as well. It looks like a solo attack potentially there. 15.2 billion, Starry. Already missed it. It's okay. Oh, clicking on the wrong thing there. Literally took me on a zoom. Starry, what are you? You are 5.8 billion. Let's have a look if any one of the others. Well, there you go. They're all jumping. To be fair, at the what are we? 15 minutes into the battle, 12 minutes into the battle, everyone's fairly close. This is definitely going to be one of those tough ones, but the semi-finals always are. They're always very difficult, very close. But I expected Shield to be a little bit further ahead, and no one is discontinued, which is great news for Evony, because it means lots of people will be spending healing speed-ups. Okay, there is another one burning from NME as well. We've got other things going on. Young Dad has started one against Benny. Let's jump over to Benny, and let's jump over to his detail as well. 5.8 billion. Let's have a look at what's going on here. We can see some reinforcements coming in. God, they're so quick with these. I'm not even able to stay up with these people. I'm genuinely not. They're just going all so quick. Decoy was the last person that was taken out down there. They are definitely very fast with all the different rallies, that is for sure. They are someone that have clearly been playing this for quite a while, I would anticipate. Okay, I'm just going to leave the scores on. I will be back in 2 seconds. So it looks like we've got some other challenges as well now. MFS 111,000. NME on 108. This is very, very close. Let's have a look if we've got any battle reports being shared. I actually don't think we have. Nope. So we will continue to look at the different wars that are being set, which are again going very, very quick. It's been very buggy today as well in terms of clicking onto this. I'm not being able to click on in time. Let's have a look at the updated scores. And again, you can see Shield are only 10,000 ahead of MasterChefs, who are 4,000 odd ahead of NME, who are 15,000 ahead of Embrace New Dawn. So this is definitely a very, very close battle. I want to jump into these rallies that are going on and see if I can jump into them quickly and see who's burning. Lots of people burning from MFS. We've got another one going on here. This is A for Apple. And again, look at that. As soon as I got there, too late. Rally's gone. The seconds that they take to actually do these battles is incredible. I definitely chose a good alliance in terms of knowing what they're doing, how they're doing it, etc. That kind of thing. They're doing really, really well. But again, not pulling away in terms of the score. So it just shows you semi-finals, they're all doing that. It's not just SLD, although little 20,000 ahead now. MasterChefs, these are still going along. Let's have a look at, is this another one on A for Apple? That's because he was 5 billion odd and he hadn't been dropped down by that much. That one has already been sent, 5.2 billion. They must practice. They must practice in all the different battles and server versus servers on how quick they can set a rally. And here he is now zeroed. That is official. Oh, looks like someone was saying something in the comments. Had marches out. Ah, okay. Continuing into that. Let's wait for the next rally to happen. Not sure what will be going on in the other streams as well. I'm hoping that everyone is having a decent battle and decent competition as well. We've got another one here going against Scungil. And again, you can see all the different rallies are being set straight away. Just jumping, again, I hate it when it clicks on the other thing. 7.6 billion. And the detail on this is now 2.5 billion. So a big drop from that first one. All talking about the hospital as well. Okay, so they are zeroed. They are 480.4 million. That is now gone. Sharing new coordinates for Roman, who is a Castle 39 of 4.1 billion power. Let's have a look and see if this rally is set. No, they're going for someone completely different. They're going for Goliath, which has expired. So maybe that was just a quick solo attack using the rally buffs. Let's wait for the next one to start. 10 people in the chat. Again, don't forget to share your Evony ID so that I can pass that on to Evony for some rewards. That would also be very useful. I will write them all down and pass them on at the end. We've got a new one going on against Storms. How big is Storms? Storms is at Castle 40. Castle 40. Oh, he moved out of the way. Castle 40s are not safe anymore. 4.2, sorry. 4.2 billion is his power, or their power, should I say. And again, let's have a look at the detail. Maybe someone who's really good at jumping. It looks like they're going for it again, though. Yes, they are. And again, Storm moves. So it's quite incredible, actually, how many rallies are successful from SLD before people move. It just really does show you how fast these are. And it's interesting to see how they will get on if they make it into tomorrow's final, which at the moment is not looking positive because there are 3 now. I said NME are the challengers and they're actually in last place now. END are now 1,000 ahead of SLD and MFS are only 5,000 behind Shield. So I've got it completely wrong. Don't listen to me if you was using Ballon's betting coins, because I'd get it completely wrong. I really would. We've got another alliance started. I think that one's already gone. It has individual scores. Let's have a look at some of the individual scores as well. So we have the Owl from End on 52,000. We also have Big Victory from on 39,000. So the top 2 there. So they must be pretty decent, strong keeps that are getting the scores for them there. Young Dad from SLD, he is in 5th place. Actually, 3 of the top 4 are from END. So they are definitely a threat. I don't know why I didn't recognise that at the beginning, but maybe some bigger ones joined at the end. NME, there you go. There's a 46 that I was talking about. So they've got that. Let's have a look, actually, and see if we can find... Okay, this one's going on Rock. So I'm really interested to see a rally that goes on these different ones from END so that we can see exactly what they've got in their lineup, because they're definitely shocking me, that's for sure. Detail on this one, still 9.3 billion. I'm assuming nothing happened on that. Let's wait for another one. We've got one against level 42 Muri. No, we've got one going against Laura. This is also another one that is already gone, so that must have been a solo rally attack. So just keeping an eye on the rallies. I'm hoping for the odd battle report to be shared as well, but it's not looking positive at the moment. We've got one going on against Nuri, so let's go. Nope, gone. Must have jumped. So a lot of these people are obviously jumping as well, not just solo rally attacks going, if that makes sense. We've got another one going on against Laura. NME, Castle 44 or Keep 44. Detail is 15.6 billion, so very strong. Not going to be easy to get scores off this account, to be fair. And we've got another one going on against Rock. And this one is also a Castle 44, which they are also... Again, the reinforcements have got to be really, really on point, haven't they? Yeah, Yanjing, I've got your ID. I will pass that on to Evony. Remember, again, if you are watching, do the same. Drop your Evony ID in here, and I will also pass it on to Evony. Okay, next one is Rock, but Rock moved, I think. He did. That Alliance War has expired. Let's go back to the scores and see just how close this really is. So, Shield have retaken the lead, 206,000. NME are now catching up END, which I expected, 192. END on 194 and MFS in 182. So only 24,000 scores separates all 4 alliances, which tells you this is completely open. Young Dad is going after Massey. Oh, let's have a look at this one. 98, there we go. It's a Castle 41. I always say Castle, I never say Keep. 2.1 billion. as well. So I'd imagine this one will be a 0, or they've already moved because I can see I can't click on it. Let's go back to Mega. And this is another one from MFS. Mega detail 5.7 billion. There was a couple of rallies set and is not moving. So that 5.7, so it looks like they've healed in reference that one. Although more rallies are being set, as you would expect. So let's see if we can click back on this again. And again, it's not there. So that one is gone. Yes, it has. I kind of need to keep checking on these scores because they're so close. They really are. Again, like literally, NME are now back in last place again. That's how close this battle is. I honestly don't know who's going to win this one. I really don't. We've got one going against Goliath. Let's have a look. Goliath is from END, and I wanted to see END because I want to know why they are a lot more powerful than I thought. They've got a couple of 45s in there. The Owl Big Victory. So that could be something that's going on there. Goliath, what was his details? 5.1 billion. Let's continue having a look at that. Okay, let's jump on to... Where am I going? I'm in the wrong spot. Laura, she's always having battles today. They're always trying to zero her, but it's not happening. 15.6 billion. She's very, very strong, Laura. And her castle looks very pretty. She must be a pretty person, Laura, I'm assuming. I'm just saying that because the wife's in the background and her name's Laura. Okay, let's move on from that very quickly. Let's go to the next battle. I don't think it will be going on against this level 37. Detail 2 billion. I reckon that's just going to be a 0. Even a solo one there, maybe. Someone go and jump into that one really, really quick. I'm saying that's just a simple 0, and it's crazy to think that that's kind of where my power is on my main account. It just shows you how hard it is to build a really strong account on this game. Let's have a look at how many people have turned up. So SLD have got 16, AND have got 18, MFS have got 20, NME has got 15. So there are still more people to join into this battle as well. And again, I've said these scores are changing. I just noticed it. Have a look at this. NME are now nearly in first place. From last to first, pretty much. So crazy goings on at the top. And again, END, MFS. It's I don't know. I'm confused. This one has definitely confused me. Okay, let's have a look at some more battles. This one is against a level 40 from END. The detail on this one, 5.2 billion. Just to let you know as well, I'm obviously working hard on my Zero to Hero account, and I will be streaming not only the battles from the new server S2123, sorry, but I'll also be doing it from my main account 1429 as well, where we will see some battle reports. We'll have all the setups on Discord. Been discussing that in the background, so that is something that is going to be happening on the channel very, very soon. Details 5.2 billion. I don't think anything's going on there. Let's continue. It was just sharing rather than attacking. So I'm going to leave the scores on. I'll be back in 30 seconds. Okay, so having a look at this, we can see that NME are now 12,000 ahead. It's now starting to look exactly how I predicted, which means my Battle Challenge coins would be doing better now. Let's have a look at some battles going on. Decoy. Let's have a look from MFS, already zeroed, so that is already, unless they are already burning from before, which they are, 4.7 billion. So obviously healing as well. K43 is not safe. Yeah, decided to move on that one. Okay. Battle report. I wish it was a real battle report, but it's not. Let's have a look if we've got any more in terms of the battle reports. Which we don't. Not yet. Still hopeful. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that we'll get one. Thank you for the 4 likes. That's really, really pleasing considering I completely messed up with the stream. But these things do happen. Have we got another one going on? We've got this. What's this? Started an Alliance War. I think that one's already gone. It has. That has expired. A lot of MFS burning castles I can see as well. If you are just joining the chat, again, I've only got one ID in there, which is kind of expected with the issues I had. But if you can just drop your ID in there as well, so that I can pass that across to Evony. And also do share your Alliance members and friends' IDs as well. Or any other IDs that you've got. I'll send them all across. Let's go back to the scores. These are changing all the time. So, Shield on 305, Enemy 286. MFS is still starting to try catching up in 278. And END, the first time we've had this really, in the semi-finals, are starting to fall off the pace. 244,000, although that's 61,000 away from the lead. That still doesn't rule them out, if that makes sense. We've got Big Victory. Let's go to this one. They're going after Big Victory, genuinely. Detail is 23.5 billion. Let's have a look at the detail now. 21.5 billion, so not too bad. There's a 2 billion hit. You can see all of the bigger castles are now grouping together. And there is going to be... Are they going after him again? They are indeed. So we know it's 21.5 billion, so we will wait to see what happens on that. And let's have a look. 21.5 billion is now 16.5 billion. They are actually dropping this guy. Another 5 billion has been dropped. Are they going to try again? You bet they are. They are having a go at trying to get rid of Big Victory. But this is probably going to help Big Victory get up in the scores, which you can see there, 73,000. 21.5 billion is now down to 14.5. They are really, really working. It looks like people are going to come in and try and reinforce on this as well, because they know there's lots of big rallies going on. And they continue. What have we got there? 13.1 billion. Losing my voice, if you can hear that. A lot of reinforcements. I don't know what this is doing to the score in terms of who's actually winning these battles, because obviously in the end, the Shield are going to get it. But you can see Big Victory is now clearly in first place from this. 84,000. But 322 now plays 288, and actually Enemy dropping off the pace as they slowly head back to the other two. And if you can see there as well, END, Embrace, New Dawn have also come back. Just going to go and cough off screen. Back 1 minute. Okay, I am back. Hopefully, I am now fixed with the voice as well. Let's go to these scores. These scores I've been set. There you go. So E&D were 244,000. I remember it about 5 minutes ago, and completely looked like they were out. And now all of a sudden they're second. So it just goes to show you that the big victory rallies that were being taken has actually helped them move from bottom to second place. And 81,000 for E&D and 105,000 for big victory has really helped them come back into it. So again, no one is safe. Big victory. What are the scores? Are they a healing? Note 3.8 billion. Are they going to go after Owl next? Quite possibly 25.2 billion. So big victory is very close to being zeroed, it looks like. And let's have a look at this. We are waiting for this to happen. It's going to happen any moment. Will they decide to heal, though? That's the question. Are they going to spend anything on healing? 1.9 billion. If you just join in, big victory was on 25 billion when these rallies were starting. And it's actually helped big victory. 118,000 personal scores. So that has really, really brought E&D back into it. And they've got to be loving this at the moment, because it really has helped them come back into the race in a big way. Let's continue. Okay, so that's now official. 1.9 billion is burning. But we will see if they decide to heal. I mean, to be fair, with how difficult it was, they may consider doing this. Let's have a look at who is potentially the next one. It is Owl that they are going after. That was also another 23.9 billion keep. So that is the next one they're going after. So again, this is going to only play into E&D's hands for coming back into the race. And it now looks like MFS MasterChef server 1789 and 304,000 are now struggling. But we've seen how quick it changes. The Owl, let's continue to look. 23.9 billion, nothing changed at the moment. Moles will stay here with the action that's going on. Again, share your ID. I've only got the one. And I want Evony giving out loads of rewards. Even though the rewards are small, it's still worth doing at the end of the day. Detail in this 23.9 billion. Still nothing has changed as of yet. Go back to the score detail while we're waiting. 386 plays 347, plays 344, plays 312. SLD, E&D, NME, MFS. Okay, let's have a look at Owl. Let's see. 23.1 billion. Maybe they've given up with that idea. They are now going after a level 44 in PP. Let's have a look at this. Detail on here is 10.2 billion. They're going after the big people now, which is probably going to help them pull away even further as they get the bigger scores on the... and it is, there you go, they're 41,000 ahead of NME now. And again, very impressive shield. Very, very impressive. If you're a member of that alliance, you are very, very skilled in what you do and how you do it. If you're watching this on playback, then you need to give yourselves a pat on the back. Very impressive indeed. PP, let's have a look. They were 10 billion when I just checked them. And 9.2 billion, so it is going down. What are we, 40 minutes into the battle? Not sure if we're going to start getting to that stage now where people will know what and how things are sort of happening. Shield look like they are now pulling away, and it looks like they are nailed on for tomorrow's final, which, fingers crossed, I will have no issues with starting the stream. Server 1706. Just keeping an eye on the scores here. Let's have a look at the PP score, 8.1 billion. So again, the rallies are coming in, but it looks like there's a lot of reinforcements there as well. Detail 6.8 billion. It's dropping all the time. 8 people, just a few people just joined in the chat there. Come in, drop in your ID into the chat. I've only got one to share at the moment. 44. Let's have a look at what is going on now with that. 8.5 billion. If you have just joined in, let's do a quick score detail for you. In last place is END 357, but they keep chopping and changing all the time. And in third place is NME, which is 364. Second place is MFS with 376. And in first place is Shield 413. In terms of the individual scores, END big victory 121. PP is now on 100,000 from MFS. He was just the target of a rally attack. The Owl is on 99,000. Young Dad is 76. Ziz is 76. Grievous 63. John is on 61. The Shiznit is on 48. Area 51 on 48. And the last one in 10th place in the top 10 is Decoy 41, and I will slowly go down the other ones for you. So currently we have 69 people in total that are actually competing. When we go to the battlefield map, you can see there SLD have 16, END have 18, MFS 20, NME have 15. So there is still potential for more people to join, and that also means the potential for the scores to change significantly. Let's go to a battle. This one is on Muri. That one's already happened 16 seconds ago. And we've got another one going on straight away. It's JDC's. Let's go there. 7.7 billion is the score. Let's see if that changes after the rally has gone in. 7.7 billion. We'll wait for a couple more of those rallies to also hit. And let's see what damage has been done. Takes a long time for Evony to catch up in terms of changing the scores. 7.7 billion, that can't surely still be the same. Unless they healed everything they had straight away, which absolutely can happen. They're going after JDC's. Oh yeah, maybe I was looking at the right person, wasn't I? Yes. Okay, just waiting for another one to start. Here we go. Another one being shared there from Ziz. That's a level 40. 5 billion. And they've decided to go for it. God, how quick did they set that rally? That is impressive, that is. That is impressive. No one is safe. You have to practice the art of jumping very, very quickly when SLD set a rally on you. Shalam is the next one they're going after, which is also from NME. They did do their job properly. They moved very quickly. Although it looks like someone else came after them instead. 1.3 billion. So you think you're safe and then someone else comes and jumps on you instead. Who are they going after now? They're going after this person here, Nafi. Also from NME, sorry. 1 billion, that's probably going to be a solo hit. It is. And that is a 0. It's like there's some new animation for being zeroed now. Okay, what else we got? We got one going after Muri. It's just one battle after one. Literally, all going super, 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 super quick. We need these. We need to see some battle reports from these guys. If anyone is watching from SLD on a playback on this battle, then please do send me some battle reports. You can add me, BHG. I'm from server 1429. And yeah, I'd love to be able to share some of your battle reports. Let's go straight down to the bottom. Let's have a look at what they're going after now. Shalom. Looks like, look at that already. Oh, that must have been a solo attack, I think. Okay, let's have a look at the scores. So we've got Shield on 458, we've got MFS 409, we've got NME 400, we've got END 392, and to be fair, it's only what 60 odd though that are setting, that are sort of separating all four alliances. So again, still very big battles ahead. I'll be back in 30 seconds. Okay, let's have a look at the scores again. Just going to come back off it, go back on it, give it a little refresh. Shield 474. We've got Enemy now in last place on 411, and then we've got END, MFS both on 425. Again, 50,000. What's that? 63,000 separating top to bottom. Who are they going after now? They are looking at this Jedi. I don't know if they're going to go after him. Go after them. Sorry, 38, 770 million already zeroed. Let's continue looking. 5 likes. Someone else has liked the video. Thank you. That really does mean a lot. Appreciate it. What else have we got going on? Level 42 is Muri. I think they've been attacked before, to be honest. Detail 9.2 billion. It's certainly something that would be tempting for NME to do. Sorry, for SLD to go after. Just flicking through the scores here in the background while we wait for some decent rallies to be set. It's gone a little bit quiet, but with how quick SLD work, they've probably zeroed everyone, to be honest. let's go back to the score detail. This is the interesting part. Oh, look at this. 484 shield. The other three are all separated by 7,000 score, 4,000 scores. So it's literally SLD are now going to start pulling away. And the other three are having a battle out for second, third and fourth. But we've seen how quick it can change. And I wouldn't be surprised if the same happened again. Shield have led from pretty much the first whistle all the way through. I think there was a couple of times they lost the lead, but they soon got it back. But again, decent scores for all that have taken part in this, without a doubt. Didn't mean to do that. So we've got a battle going on here. NME against this guy, this person here. Detail 18.1 billion. They're probably like, yep, that's dinner. Let's feed. Let's see if all the reinforcements come in. Although they're going after rock now. That changed very quickly. 7.1 billion. All the reinforcements going in. And rock also decided to move. Did they move in time? They possibly did. It takes a while for the game to pick back up where they are all teleporting to. Detail 8.9 billion. Looking pretty safe at the moment. Score detail. Let's see if it's changed anymore. No, still pretty much similar. Again, the three alliances all having a little battle with themselves. And Shield have just always kept themselves 30, 40,000 ahead. In reference to that, let's have a look at Nuris. Let's have a look what's going on. That's already gone. Nah, they're back after Laura again. K44. 13.2 billion. They struggled, actually, the last time they attacked. And again, those reinforcements are all going in. This is very, very good experience for those that haven't seen how rallies work. If you are the setter, then SLD are where you want to be at. But if you are the defender and you want reinforcements, then NME are doing a really good job of that as well. They're going after the owl again. Already stopped. You can already see those green lines as to where that probably actually went to. Score detail. There's 43,000 from... No, sorry. 53,000. Again, NME are now back in second. E&D are in third. MFS in fourth. The Owl and Big Victory, both from E&D, have got the top two places, with PP from MFS in third. And then, of course, we've got a few of the SLDs as well. And one thing that SLD do very well is they share the scores around quite a few people. So if you was to continue down here and look at the top 30, you will see some decent scores from SLD. We are nearly an hour into the battle. Just having a look at some of the other things that are coming with the rewards for being in this. So if you was in the major league and you was finishing in first place, you are getting some decent little rewards. Absolutely. Elite League, it's not bad, but obviously nowhere near compared to the Major League. The Major League is where it's all about, and that's where all the awesome rewards are. And basically what they're saying is if you want to be there, spend lots of money. That's what you have to do. We've got a rally going on against Benny. Let's go and have a look. From MMFS, already stopped, already gone. Young Dad, 20.6 billion. This is the person that has been setting all the rallies literally for the last couple of weeks that I've been watching. We must have some insane stats, is all I'm saying. I wonder if Evony will ever bring in a situation where you can teleport or port to a different server permanently. That would be an awesome little thing. We should do that at least once a year. Interesting to see what kind of matchups and where people would go. I know they do it on other games. I've never noticed it or seen it on Evony. But maybe that's something they should consider for the future. Shizney. No. Here we go. We've got one against John. MFS John, 105. Oh, God. So quick. So good. Didn't even see where that actually went. Completely missed that one. Are they going after Kamichi? Sorry, Kimchi, not Kamichi. Kimchi. Again, jumping into the scores, keeping you updated. Nothing's come through yet. Just 1 second, I'll be back in 30 seconds. Let's have a look at the scores. Let's see if anything's changed. Enemy in last, 506. MMFS just a little bit ahead on 506 as well. A&D on 519. Shield on 549. Let's have a look at the scores. The OWL is on 204. Big Victory is 145. So the OWL is actually pulled quite clear there. So I'm assuming there's been a few defences maybe from Shield, because Shield were going after the OWL and Big Victory, which is the reason why those are the two that are on big scores. Both K45s, I think they were. K45s. And yeah, they were obviously doing a lot of defending because they were big keeps. So continuing down, we've got John in third, PP fourth, Ziz in fifth, Young Dad sixth, Greedius seventh, Shiznit is in eighth, Area 51 and ninth, Starkhawk in 10th. Got some. Let's see if there's any battle reports. I don't think there is. Hospital continuing down, doesn't look like it. 3 billion. Let's have a look if something else has been set. Again, clicking on these battles, they're all going very, very quick. People are either moving very quickly. I don't know who will be the first alliance actually to say this is too much, because again, we're now down to only 30,000 separating all four. Honestly, the amount of heals, I always say the heal speed ups is where they're going to make some decent money in terms of people having to pay for that. Obviously, there's lots of money going on in terms of battles and all that kind of stuff, but the amount of heal speed ups that have got to be used in this kind of battle has got to be crazy. Got one going on JD. Let's go over to there. No, we haven't. It's already stopped. Let's go and have a look at the people that have turned up to this, actually. Are there more people to turn up? Well, SLD have only got 16 at the moment. END 19, MFS 20, enemy 15. So there is still the potential for the odd person to turn up. John will have already gone. I'm just going to keep it on here waiting for the next rally to start to see if we can get some action and see some power drops. Again, I just want to mention quickly as well, as we head into the last hour, I will be sharing the actual battles from both servers. My 1429, which is my castle, my keep 39, where I am all about defense, and then I'm also building a new account for my zero to hero server, which is server number 2123. And I'm going to start sharing their battles from the beginning. So showing you exactly what it looks like from a fresh account. See how I handle things with my it's so crazy actually, because I'm 54 million power and it feels so weak. But it's going to be interesting to see how that's going to look in the future battles. I think it's Battle of Zama is where we will be going. Young Dad is setting one right now. Let me come off this, go back into this. Who are they going after? They are going after Nurse in the hospital. That one is still going ahead, it looks like. It's because they're going after the rewards from that hospital, which I think has already been done. Shield now own that. No one's going to be able to take them out of there, I wouldn't have thought. And look how quick they all come back. Oof, there they go. Shared a battle report. Oh, we've got a defences 1 battle report. Let's have a look at this. This is from Billy Bob. There's all the reinforcements. Hardly did anything. That's a great power exchange. Let's have a look at the troop buffs on this one as well. very, very impressive buffs. They are much better than mine. Even from the ranged troop debuff and everything, that is a really, really decent report. Let's go back to Billy Barber 41. That's what's going to help. I'm only a 39. But yeah, very decent effort, that one. Again, if you're watching, please share your ID. We've only had one that has been shared all day. If you are late to this, I had an issue earlier with the stream, so this is actually a different stream link, which has caused a few problems in terms of people being able to find me and things like that. But if you are watching and you haven't shared your ID, then please do, and I will get that across to Evony for some small rewards. Let's have a look at some scores and see if anything's changed with those bottom three. We can see now second place 24,000, catching up a little bit. This is where we get to the real stuff, the real interesting stuff. How many people are going to decide to say we can have a go at this in terms of trying to get to tomorrow's final? And if I was in this position in any of these alliances, I think I would be fancying my chances. So there's every chance that all of these are going to still be competing in this battle as we go into the final 50 minutes. Dream of Endless, I've got that idea, or send that across to Evony. If you've got any others as well from any alliance members or anything like that, do also share them and I will send it across. Hope you are all well. 6 likes, thanks for that, I appreciate that. Someone else has just liked the live. Always helps with the YouTube algorithms in the background. Let's go and see if there's any rallies going on. No, there isn't. Score detail. Not much has changed. If you are just joined, Shield have pretty much left from start to finish. We've got obviously a really good old strong battle. I mean, to be fair, it's a strong old battle for everyone. There's only 23,000 scores separating all 4 alliances. But Shield have just get themselves ahead by a few thousand every time. I don't think their lead has pretty much dropped from the 20,000 mark for most of the game. But the E&D MFS NME servers, they are literally chopping and changing from second to fourth all the way through. It is a good old-fashioned battle. The Owl and Big Fish Tree, they've been doing a lot of defending from the Shield rallies, and that's hence the reason why they've got a pretty decent score in there. Oh, are they all using mobile? It's interesting you say that. I actually had this all set up beautifully on another stream, and it ended up messing up. So I had to start this all over again. I had to start it all over again, and that's caused a few issues with people actually finding me today, which is, it's one of those things. It happens, but I prefer myself always using this one to stream rather than the mobile. That's just my preference. Go back into the battlefield map. Let's have a look at how many people have joined. SLD 17, AND 19, MFS 20, NME 15. Susan, I've also got your ID. I will share that as well. And if you are new to the channel, you've never seen this before, also make some Evony videos. Put out a few decent ones recently in terms of my account, what I'm doing. I'm a T1 trap, trying to get better. Well, I say T1 trap straight defense, trying to get better with all the information that you guys share. And genuinely, my account is in much better order than it was before I started sharing these videos. Let's go back to the scores. No, I don't want to exit. I want to come off this. I was forgetting where the buttons were for a moment. Big victory. They're going after him again. Let's go to the scores and have a look. Ooh, it's getting really tight. 20,000 is literally separating them. That's crazy, that is. And enemy are having another go trying to catch up Shield. The Owl is on 212. Big Victory is on 187. John is on 177. PP is on 126. In 5th place, we've got Grievous. 6th, we've got Young Dad. Young Dad is a rally setter for SLD. Ziz is always joining in and obviously very powerful as well. 8th place, we've got Area 51. Shiznit in 9th. Muri in 10th. Any more rallies going on? Oh, and God, I've clicked the wrong button on PC. 1 second. Don't want to go on there. What I wanted to go on is to see if Big Victory is taking more battles. Here we go. Look at these old-fashioned battles going on. 21.2 billion for Big Victory, which means there's a lot of healing has been going on for that one. And the Owl as well, so I'm assuming they're going to go back into trying to zero these again. And it just shows you that we are now at that stage where everyone said, hang on a minute, I think we've got a chance here. I think we've got to go for it. Those heal speed-ups are going to be eaten up today. That is all I'm saying. Another person just joined the stream. Just noticed that in the background. Drop your ID in if you haven't already. I will be sharing them to Evony. Okay, I will be back in 30 seconds. $8,000 now, Shield lead by. That's probably the lowest it's been pretty much most of the battle. So NME are definitely saying they're going to have a go. END, we know that the Owl and Big Victory are having a go because they are both back at their top powers that they were before. If we have a look at Big Victory, we can see he's on 20.8 billion. The Owl is on 19 billion. And I believe, I'm not sure with the Owl actually, whether they got zeroed, but certainly Big Victory dropped a lot. Let's have a look at what's going on here. Shared coordinates, Billy Bob is not there anymore, so that is cool. Oh, let's have a look. We haven't really had any attacking reports shared today, unfortunately. We've only had one report shared in the whole of the battle, and that's understandable because they're concentrating on trying to win rather than share reports for me to share with you guys. But again, you can see the rally is coming with Big Victory. Again, it's 21.3 billion. They've done it before. I'm sure they will be happy to try again. Let's have a look. And you can see now all of E&D are coming in for the reinforcement side of things, which also leaves them also at risk. So Roman, you just seen ported in there. But he hasn't really got much in the way of reinforcements. But, you know, every little helps, I guess. Let's have a look again. This is going to help, obviously, Big Victory in the single scores. Big victory in the Owl. They have been enjoying today's battle from a defensive point of view. So we have actually a new leader. Shocking. It is NME. It was the ones that I said from the beginning that would be a challenge. They are now on 621,000 from server 1835. Server 1706 leading all the way. Shield are now in second, 619. And even MFS are now starting to creep up with 606. And you can never write off END because they do lots of defending with the Owl and Big Victory on 598 from server 1756. It is definitely all heating up as we get to the how long we got left. The 43 minutes. This is crazy. I actually don't know who's going to win this. I really don't. Big Victory. What is his 31.6 billion? Well, Big Victory's made a statement. They said that they are going to continue healing. This is where you're at now, though, isn't it? It's sort of at that position where everyone says, we've all got a chance. Just going to skate around a few things, have a look at what's going on. Wow, so close. 18,000. Separates the top four. It's one of those battles that Evony will love because everyone really does think they've got a chance. Every single one of them. Just sort of watching the scores creep up as we go along. Although I don't know if he does it in real time because sometimes I click, you see what I mean? And I just clicked onto that and now END are in second place. And MFS are now dropping off a bit. NME 630, they're already 10,000 behind. If you haven't shared your ID yet, then please do share that in the chat. In fact, actually, for tomorrow's final, I'll put that somewhere. Share your ID in chat so that everyone is aware that you can get those rewards. They are going after John. John is already, that battle has already ended. Big Victory, what are they on? 29.3 billion. We've got the Owl, who's on 21.3 billion. So I'd imagine there will be some battles coming at them, especially if there is any fear for SLD in the final ranking. Look at this. Now what is it? 14,000 separates. END, who were last, started to drop off a bit, 638. Shield on 644. NME 641. MFS 630. This is definitely gonna heat up. This is. I need to keep an eye on these rallies because they are going to go quick now. These are. They're going after John, who is a K44, 8.7 billion. There's a lot of MFS burning. That's what's going on here. Although when you look at their alliance, just have a little look around. They aren't massive compared to the other people. They have got a few 44s in there with John and PP. But in terms of them achieving much with the kind of people they've got, it's not really looking good. Let's have a look if there's some more battles being set. There isn't at the moment. Big Victory, they're going back after him again. Let's go and have a look. 30 billion power. This is where the scores are going to come from. 29.3 billion. Let's have a look. 29.3 billion. 29.1 billion. This is really going to help out END. This is, I think. This is going to... Look at that. So they're both... Oh, my God. 5,000 separates a lot of them. 651, 652, 652, 646. That is crazy. I don't know if Shield keep attacking Big Victory is necessarily the wisest thing, because it's not even strong anymore. This could be playing into END's hands. It really could. That is crazy. if they were putting odds on who was qualifying now on the bookies, they wouldn't have a clue. Genuinely wouldn't have a clue. Honestly, it's a crazy score because it really makes you think. I'm going to put everything into this. Whatever I've got, whatever our speed ups I've got, whatever healing speed ups I've got, anything, you're just going to whack it all in. You genuinely are, and that is mental how close this is. And there's going to be obviously people purchasing healing speed ups or normal speed ups, whatever it may be. It's just crazy, it really is. Let's go and have a look at a battle. Nuris, no, that one's already expired. See, I chose the best battle today. I just messed up the stream earlier on, so no one even knows it's really going on. Hopefully people come and have a look at it at the end and just see how close this is. And you should really, if you was a betting person, who are you saying is going to win this? Shield, I know, are the strongest in terms of how they set their rallies. They're an attacking force. END look like they're a very strong defensive force. But of course, when you've got two people like Big Victory on, who's a K45 29.3 billion and a K45 OWL 21.3 billion, that is going to be a very, very, very strong team, END. And then I know NME have a K46 in their ranks. Master Chefs, I actually think they've done very, very well today, considering I didn't think they've got much in terms of the big keeps that the other three have. The other three have massive keeps, whereas MFS, they've done really well for their size. They really have. Anyway, I'm still going to go with Shield because that's who I'm spectator of. I still think they're going to go through to tomorrow's final, but it just, they've got to stop, I think personally, unless the points exchange really is in their favour. Attacking Big Victories, it worked earlier. I'm not sure it's working now. I really am not sure on that. Detail 29.3 billion. I think Big Victory is literally healing the second an attack comes in. Are they going after Owl now? No, there's one going on against Starry. Must be someone else attacking Owl because it looked like there's a lot of reinforcements. Starry is over here. Starry is on 8.6 billion again. Let's have a look at NME. They were one of the ones that I said were going to compete. 11.1 billion. They had that 46. There he is. Grievous. 32.5 billion. God, if this is the semi-finals, I can't imagine what tomorrow will be like. That is a sensible thing. Never put a penny on anything. The bookies always win. Always. And they win with this battle because there'd be so much money coming for all four that all four can't win. So what have we got? Latest scores. Okay, so there's a little bit of a drop there from END, MFS, Enemy and Shield are now 20-odd thousand ahead again. So again, I did say they are the strongest. I don't know if MFS are going to be able to last the pace here. How long have we got left? 35 minutes. We've got a battle report. That's a scout report. Level 42. Muri. No, that is not going on. Let's continue to have a look at the scores. The one thing I also want to do as well is so actually SLD have had 2 people turn up because they were on 15. And they've got 19 turn ups, MFS 20 and ME 15. Teleports all look safe for everyone as well. Shared a battle report, we've already seen that. Let's go back to those scores, which are just changing all the time. I'm having to keep an eye on this just because of how quick things are changing. 9 people watching. If you haven't shared your ID, then please do. Also do share your friends' alliance, any IDs that you have, and then I will also share that as well. We are coming up to 35 minutes left of the battle. If you have just joined and you don't know what's going on, it's been a classic battle that has literally had everyone chopping and changing from first, second, third and fourth. Although Shield have never been below second. But 677 playing NME 677 And END, MFS, at what point do you stop? No, 1193. No, these are the newer servers, these are. Unless you're asking about a particular person, but I'd imagine you're on about a server. But yeah, in I can't remember what I was going to say. It's just just so close. It really is. No problem at all. 12 people watching. Get your ID in. Get that shared, and let's continue to see if there's any rallies being set. We haven't got anything being set at the moment. I think this is my opportunity to go and grab a drink back in 30.
Seconds, not minutes.
Okay, we are back. Has anything changed since I've been gone? Let's come off that, go back into it. And there is, because Shield have slowly crept further away. But second, third and fourth are having their old classic battle. That's where we're at. It hasn't really changed all the way. And again, if you were MFS on 679 and you were only 29,000 behind first place, you're still going to put everything into it. Not only are you going to put everything into it, you've also been doing this from the beginning. So you've put so much into it. It's a bit like playing poker and putting all your coins, or half your coins, into the pot. You feel like you're pot committed. You feel like you've just got to go through with this now. So again, even though MFS are only on 679, they're still going to be considering having a go at this, because they've put a lot into this. They really have. E&D, I know, Big Victory in the Owl, they have put loads into this. They really have. Just going to have a look at anything here. Let's see if there's any recent battle reports being shared, which there isn't. Doesn't look like it. No, there's not. Okay. So yeah, we're at 30 minutes to go in this particular battle, and it's been an old classic. It really has. Let's have a look on the score detail again. Shield look safe at this moment. END server 1756693 in second place. MFS 681. They had the weakest of the units, the weakest of the keeps, in my opinion. So the fact that they're still here with 30 minutes to go is crazy impressive. It really is. NME, they have the K46, the only one I've seen on the battle today, 685,000. So it's crazy. We got anything else going on? Not at the moment. Just leave the scores up a second. Just want to check something in the background while I leave those scores up. Yeah, it does. Just a quick question. I've never actually been involved in this. So who qualifies from this? Is it two from this, or is it a league table where just the highest scores qualify? Genuinely don't know that. I've never really been that far in. So I was just having a look online. Wasn't able to find whether it's like the top two from here, or is it a score in a league table. If anyone can answer me that, that would be really much appreciated. Okay, let's come back off it. Let's have a look at what SLD are doing. There hasn't been many rallies actually for a while. The last one was, let's have a look, level 46, was against Benny 4 minutes ago. So it's been quite a while since anything else has happened. Score detail, that means the scores will probably be slowing down as well. But again, Shield look like they're comfortable at the moment. Maybe it's only the top one that qualifies. I genuinely don't know. Let's see if SLD are setting any more rallies. 19 seconds ago. A lot of sharing coordinates. But again, nothing too much happening. Maybe they've run out of all the resources that you need to be involved in this, in terms of heal speed ups and all that kind of stuff. Maybe they're just having a little breather while they've got a little bit of a score lead. That is the scores. It's definitely going to be the top two, it looks like, for END, with Big Victory and the Owl in the personal scores. And again, I don't know if there's going to be any late dash to catching Shield now. It looks like, you know, they have been the best from the first till last minute in this so far. And how long have we got left? We haven't got long left now, have we? 25 minutes. It's starting to look like that SLD are going to be in tomorrow's final, which I will be streaming. I do already have it set up, like I did with today's one. I won't mess up with tomorrow's one. Winners of the 4 matchups play for ranks 1-4 tomorrow. Second place. Thank you very much, Slim Rose. Right, okay, that makes sense. Yes, thank you for sharing that. That has definitely helped. Let's go. We've got one going on. It's probably already gone. It has. I wasn't able to join that in time. Score details. They're pulling away. I think Shield are pulling away, And it's one of those, again, if you've put so much effort into this battle today and you're going to finish last, it's going to hurt. I really do think it's going to hurt. And when you consider E&D MasterChefs an enemy, only 6,000 scores separates them. There's still a very interesting little battle going on between those three, because you just put so much into it. I wouldn't recover. I'd rage quit. That's probably what I'd do. I don't know how much in terms of cash you would need to be spending just for today's battle. Just for today's battle. Big victory, the Owl. I've seen them heal a lot. And when you are 29.1 billion and you are healing from almost 0 back up to 29.1 billion, that's got to be a crazy amount of speed ups. It's got to be. I've used crazy amounts of speed ups and I'm a 2.8 billion K39 and I thought it was hurting me. Let's continue. We've got 9 people in the chat, but guess what? I've only got 2 IDs. 2 IDs I've got. I'm going to be completely honest. I'm always honest on my videos. I'm always honest on the live streams. The rewards aren't that great, but I will share them regardless. And if you've got any alliance mates or anything like that, I'll also do the same for that as well. Let's go back to them score details. 2nd, 3rd and 4th is heating up. Still only 5,000 separating them. Shield are now pulling away 750,000. They've literally took it right at the end and they've just run away with it, which was always going to be, in my opinion, the case. They are the best I've seen on this for setting rallies and how quick they do that. It's a very, very cool process that they've got going. The Owl is being attacked. The Owl is one of those big players. And I'm not going to get on in time. No, completely messed that up. But in terms of the score, 26.7 billion, you may see more go up for that as well. I think at some point, yeah, SL, they do look really good, honestly. And it looks like they can change gear anytime they want. So you're thinking, oh my god, this is getting close. And then all of a sudden, poof, they go again. And that's definitely what's happened. Let's go back into 26.7 billion. I'll tell you what is happening though. These rallies that are potentially being set up on the Owl and Big Victory is going to help them in the scores, which it definitely has, because they are now in 2nd place on 711,000. So Big Victory and the Owl and E&D are saying, please keep attacking us. Please keep attacking us. Let's just keep going. They'll keep reinforcing. They'll keep getting those scores, and then they sew up 2nd place. So, and who knows? We know that conversations go on in the background, private chats, things like that. There may be the private chat saying, "Keep attacking us. Let us get 2nd place." Could be happening. Let's have a look. No rallies being set. No, the last one was against Owl. There was 2 actually against Owl. That was set, and then that was left. But again, like I say, just keeps them ticking along. Oh, MFS, where did you come from? MFS, the weakest in this, in my opinion. Suddenly on 715,000. Again, there could still be conversations going on with that as well. But that's an incredible achievement. Let's see if we can get something going against an MFS. I want to find them now. This is SLD. Okay, a lot of reinforcements going on there for SLD. We've got 10 people watching. I've got 6 likes. 11 people watching. I've got 6 likes. It was always going to be a struggle today. But if anyone wants to just throw that last little like in there for me, helps me with YouTube and all that. Score details, 718, 720, 707. Can't believe MFS. I really can't. I actually said they were the weakest, and they haven't got any of the big, massive castles. A lot of their castles, like when you look at SLD, there's a lot of 44s, 42s, 41s, you know, and 43. That really good team of 15, 17 people in that alliance. When I looked at MFS, that wasn't the case. So very, very impressive indeed. Again, not going to. I'm waiting for an MFS battle to go on now. I need to have a look at their alliance again and see just how well they've kind of won the team award just for and pulling away. Shield of Sony now. They've gone 727 for Master Chefs. Embrace New Dawn, which have the top 2 scoring individual points in the battle, are in third on 718, and NME, who were the only alliance that had a K46, are in third, 708. Going to leave them scores. Be back in a minute. Okay, let's have a look. Before I jump into the final scores, I'm going to just do a quick one first. So we can see now, well, there you go, MasterChef 753. They are now 16,000 ahead of NME. And now E&D are going to end up with the top 2 individual scores are going to end up finishing in last place, it looks like. But, of course, 15 minutes to go. Maybe something will change in that. Now, if you are new to the channel, Empire Build Academy, I've made quite a few videos on Evony. I've made some updated ones as well. I'm looking to get the best information I possibly can, not only for my account, which I can show you here is a K39. I am 2.8 billion. Terms of troops, just to show you what I've got on the troop count side of things. If I go into here, you can see I've got 434 million T1. I've got 146 million T2, 47 million T3. Looking to build that all the time. Been pretty lucky with my Queen Boudica. She has 5 pieces of Coro. What I have been very unlucky with is setting up my subordinate generals, but I'm not going to go too much into that. What I wanted to say was, if you are the kind of person that wants to get new information on Evony, then it'd be awesome if you could give me a follow, and also go and check out some of my other videos. But the reason I'm saying that is because I'm looking to improve my account, which in turn can improve someone else's account. Not only that, I also have a website that runs alongside this as well, called empirebuildacademy.com. I'm looking to improve that all the time. It's my little project, it's my little baby. I've been doing it for about 2 years ish for the website, YouTube channel for about nearly a year. So it'd be awesome if I could get some follows for that. Second place is looking a little bit tighter, 761 MFS NME 758. So there is a little battle that is going to be going on for those final few minutes, of which there is 13. You know, telling people there, stay zero, don't heal. There's no point in healing now. You've already done it. You've already done it. The battle is won. You are going through to the final. There is no more need to put anything into this. In terms of who have turned up, SLD have had 17, END 19, MFS 21, NME 15. Would be interesting to know where NME would be if they had another 10 to their ranks, or even just another 5. It looks like the battle is done for SLD. It looks like they've done now, and they're probably not going further or doing much more in terms of this, and just leaving the other 2, maybe 3, to battle it out with. That's a battle there, isn't it, for second place? MFS 762, NME 765. It's changing all the time. I'm going to keep this on here just to see. I'm going to leave it for a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to come back off it and go back on it. I just want to see if it updates live. It feels like it doesn't update perfectly. 13 people watching. Drop your ID into the chat. 6 likes. If you feel like giving me a like on this, that will help me in the YouTube algorithms. You don't have to, but it'd be nice if you did. And let's go. 765, 763. That's not updating in real time, is it? No, it isn't. There you go. 772 plays 768. That is the kind of battle I kind of need to look at for the last 5 minutes. You can see SLD. Nothing is going on with them. They are happy. They've done their job. 938,000. They're now way ahead. Way ahead. So the battle is definitely this battle here, and it's a crazy battle. It really is. 770 plays 772, but it's updating all the time. Just going to jump off that, go back in. That's one of my videos actually, Ultimate T1 Defense Guide. Should go and check it out. Let's come back off this and go back into it. NME 6,000 ahead. 777,000 playing 771. Although I do need to keep jumping out. It looks like Master Chefs are going to be unlucky, doesn't it? And I can't believe END are going to finish last, but they had the 2 biggest scorers in Big Victory and the Owl. There's a lot being put into this for no reward for some. But tomorrow, just in case you are here, I will be streaming the final with Shield SLD. It'll be interesting to see how they get on tomorrow. Server 1706. It would be awesome if you could join me same time tomorrow, 1 o'clock. The stream that I'll be on, the link is already up on my website, already up on my YouTube channel, so you can just go there, click the notifications in preparation for that. 792 versus 777. It looks like that battle is done. And it looks like NME, with 9 minutes to go, are going to pull away. 10,000. Is there going to be any last minutes? Oh, Young Dad decided to start a last minute war. I thought they wouldn't get involved now. I thought they'd just leave it with how far ahead they are. 12 people watching. This is your last moment for IDs if you want me to share them with Evony. At the moment I have two. No, sorry, three, is it? 3 different IDs to share. Is it 3? 2. No, it's 2. 2 different IDs to share. As we are coming to the end of this, like I say, I do want to thank everyone that has stuck around with me for this particular semi-final. Obviously, it'd be awesome if you join me for tomorrow's final as well. Check out that website, empirebuildacademy.com. I'm updating it all the time in my spare time when I get the chance to do that. So it's not something super fast, but just to give you an idea of the kind of things I'm doing on it, just going to jump over here very quickly. Click on this. If you go into the TIBA blog and you have a look at that first one, I'm going to be doing this kind of thing. So new Evony gift codes. When you click on the new Evony gift codes, you'll go down there. I am actually leaving all the latest ones in there. So yesterday's one is released, L6D 2W8XN. That is currently the latest Evony code. Those other two I've put there, they also work as well. So it's worth going and checking out that website. And then also as well, checking out my YouTube channel, giving my channel a like and potentially following me as well. That'd be awesome. But let's go into the final 7 minutes of this battle. See if anything is going to change. Score detail. Oh god, it's getting close again. 805 plays 808. And where did Embrace come from? Because all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they're on 797. You can't rule anything. And again, I understand why. I do understand why. You've put everything into this. Look at that battle. 802, 807, 808. It is really, really crazy. Forget Shield, they're gone. They're in tomorrow's final. 802, 807, 808. Ugh. You would hate to be one of those that are not going to make it for tomorrow, that is for sure. 810, 816, 808. MFS, they've got to be having little individual battles, trying everything they possibly can. Everyone's reinforcing everyone. Everyone's getting heal speeds. Everyone's healing big marches to go and attack. It is all going crazy there for the last few minutes. So 810, 816, 808. Let's see if it's changed. Not at the moment. But again, I can't rule anyone out because I just ruled Embrace out. I said they were finishing 4th and it was done. Well, all of a sudden they're back in within 6,000 scores. So not necessarily. One big massive hit, one massive beautiful defense can change everything. It is a very, very close call, and that's why I have to keep coming back up. There you go, look at that. 820, 820, 814. It's all it takes is just that one perfect hit or that one beautiful defense or a mistake. END are now in 2nd place, 823. Where did they come from to be doing this? NME, I know they've got a K46, so you can't rule anything out. Another thing that can also be potentially interesting is whether the SLD decide to get involved and help someone. Because you just don't know, do you? You just don't know. 824, 821, 814. 5 minutes to go. Yep, correct. That is also the potential here. 824, 822. Haven't seen any scores on 814 NME for a while. They've got to be thinking about trying something, though. You've got to give anything a go here at this point, haven't you? Anything at all. 825, 822, 814. We have exactly 5 minutes to go. Exactly 5. I will be back in 30 seconds with the final scores. Okay. How long have we got left? 3 minutes and 50 seconds. 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Shall we see if the scores have changed? Let's have a look. 831 for MasterChefs, 827 for Embrace, Enemy 822. 3 minutes and 30 seconds to change this. 828, 831, 822. Is there going to be drama in the last second? It's like I'm watching a football match that's 1-0 with 3 minutes to go. That's what it feels like. Let's go back in. 828, 831. Oh my God, Enemy have just scored an injury time winner. 833. They are now in second place. 828, 831, 833. It's going to be very, very tight with 3 minutes to go. Everyone's being thrown up front. The goalkeeper's going up. Trubin. There may be one person that knows what I was talking about there. 828, 834, 833. I'm clicking on Enemy 841. They've really gone for it at the end.
Looking through the list of people going, who is Trubin?
Hey?
Like, they're looking for the people on it.
Yeah, so who's Trubin? Okay. Let's go back into it. They did break the 1 million, actually. Just as you said that, they have broke the 1 million. 831, 835. Enemy have pulled away. 846. The crowd are going crazy. Manager is up and down on the touchline. Is there any late drama? 842. MasterChefs. They're saying no. They refuse. 842, 848, 833. We've only got 2 minutes to go. If you're going to do it, you're going to do it now. 833, 842. It looks like, dare I say it, that NME are going to finish in second. We've said things like this before. 864, maybe we can say it now. They're 17,000 ahead. Defences won from Young Dad. I've got to have a look at that. Let's go and have a look. Young Dad. Oh, like, literally anyone's trying anything here to get scores. That's why. That's what's going on. I won't look at that because the scores are more interesting. 835, 847, 864. It's still very close. 835, 866 though. I do think it's looking good for NME now with 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go. It's looking good unless there is any last minute drama. END are going to finish with the top two individual scores. You can see that as well. So they're going to finish in last as an alliance, but going to finish in first and second with individual scores. And how long we got left? 30 seconds. NME have done it, I think. Let's continue to have a look. 25 seconds to go. Let's click on. Literally everyone is attacking anyone and everything, but sometimes you can fall into that trap of not being smart and just being chaotic. And maybe with 10 seconds to go, I think we know what's happening. It looks like that is the positions there for you. I will obviously give the last scores, but it looks like NME are finishing second place. Let's do the final scores. View results. So server 1706 finished on 1079. They broke the million barrier. In second place was NME, which is what I said at the beginning. 871, not saying anything there, but I didn't bet on it. MFS in third place on 854. END are going to finish in fourth place, but did have the top two individual scores. So Big Victory is finishing in first place individually with 290. The Owl finished second, 271. John finished on 265 for MFS. Young Dad, Rally Setter, SLD 216. Ziz 203 in fifth place. In sixth place is PP on 193. Grievous on 180th in seventh. Eighth is Shiznit 134. 9th is Area 51118. 10th is Stockhawk. And then I will slowly go down the other scores for you, just in case you are looking for an individual performance in particular from anyone that took part today. Now, I'm going to mention again, tomorrow I will be streaming the final. SLD will be in that final, and looking at how they competed today and looking at how they performed last week, it's going to be very, very difficult to stop them. But of course, there are going to be some strong people in tomorrow's final, that is for sure. If this was today's battle, then I can imagine tomorrow's battle is going to be incredible. It really will. I want to also take this opportunity to thank all of you for your support, getting involved in the comments, and also the likes as well, providing your IDs. If you haven't provided your ID, then do consider doing it now so I can share that with Evony. Going to just drop this all the way down. If you are watching this back and you want to drop your ID in, I will try and get it back across to Evony if there is still time. Not 100% sure on that. And these are the final scores as we head towards the bottom. Let's see how many there is in total that have joined the battle. There were 72 in total that joined. No problem at all. Like I say, I will do the same tomorrow. I do that with all of my Evony videos, including the ones where I'm talking about my own account. Let's leave the battlefield, he says, as a spectator. Oh, what was that battle report there? Okay, that was nothing at all. And let's go back out of this. Like I say, this is my account, so there's plenty of videos that I've done on this. I'll also be sharing some of the battles from BOC, BOG and BOZ now with the Battle of Zama that is on my new account, my Zero to Hero account. That is where I'm going to leave it here. I do thank every single one of you for joining, and I look forward to seeing you in future battles and future videos in the future. Take care, everyone.